Everybody, before this episode gets started, I just want to give a little disclaimer because it's pretty crass. If you're not a fan of strong language and kind of off-color topics, you might not love this episode, but we have a lot of other stuff that you can check out. Instead, I personally think it was a really fun and great episode, and Courtney is a great guest, and I hope you give it a chance. All right, enjoy the episode.
Well, welcome to Better Radio, episode 14. I'm here with my brother Brian, and more importantly, our guest, Ms. Robin Courtney. How are you doing today, Robin?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to go with about a 4.
4, all right.
Pretty good. It's good, considering 5 is my ultimate.
That's good.
Best.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
So that's good.
Glad to hear it.
I'm good.
Well, Robin,
Yeah.
let's introduce you, I guess, properly to the cameras or the people, right?
Yeah.
Who are you, Robin?
I am a 55-year-old Worcester broad with stage 4 colon cancer, new to the comedy scene based on my new life status. But I have that cancer that you die from. What's the word for dead cancer?
Terminal?
Terminal.
Yes.
That's it. And I keep forgetting that. So I have terminal cancer, but I just told these guys I probably have like a little more time left, so I'm going to go hard. So, yeah, I'm a comic because I have cancer, pretty much. That's my story.
Was comedy something you had always wanted to do, or was it something that you
No, I never, ever wanted to do it. I never thought once, I don't think I ever thought once about doing stand-up or performing. I feel like anything funny was really why I live, pretty much, for comedy, for something funny. And I just feel like everything I saw around me seemed so fucking hilarious with like this new vision I have. So I just felt compelled to try it. And I just went down to Nick's one night and I tried it, and I love it.
When did you start doing?
I started doing it in, I think, January of this year. So,
damn,
10 months ago.
Wow.
9 or 10 months ago. Yeah, that's it.
That makes me feel a lot worse, Robin. I don't know if I...
well, you're young, dude.
Well, I started... I had done like stand-up maybe like 3 or 4 times before January of this year.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
So we started around the same time.
Right around the same time. But
Robin,
and
I'm kicking your fucking
you're
little
destroying
young ass.
my fucking ass. Dude, Robin, you have headlines.
You're fucking dead.
You have shows named after you, Robin.
Yeah. You're fucking...
No, I'm trash. I'm hot garbage.
You suck. Although, in your defense, you only have 21 years of life in you. I've got 55, so I have a lot more fucked up shit. Just wait. Like, you wait 30 years, you'll have so much fucked up shit going on, you'll be all set.
Oh, good to know.
So in 30 years, you'll be as good as I am, I think.
Robin,
if you try a little harder.
Robin, one of the first times I started, in Worcester, right?
Yeah.
I went on, and I remember it very clearly because at the time I thought I was hot shit. I was like, man, I just got like 3 minutes of good material out on that stage. I just fucking crushed it. And
you were funny too. I remember you were there the first night I went on.
Fuck, Robin, we might have started the exact same day then. That might have been because I remember the first time I did it, I saw you and I thought about quitting.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Well, because Robin, you murdered that room. It was hysterical.
But don't forget, like, I can just blow fucking everything right now because I only have to go so long. So I could just use all my best shit every fucking time. You, on the other hand, you gotta fucking
pace yourself.
Milk it. You gotta milk it because you might live. You could live. There's that. So I could just say whatever. Also, don't forget, part of it is I could say whatever the fuck I want. I don't have a fuck to give. I don't give half a shit what comes out of my mouth. Mm-hmm. I've zero filter.
There's people that say that, but
right.
Like when I see you when you're up there,
yeah.
I feel it.
True.
It's so true. It's
true.
So real.
Yeah, before I got sick, I had about half a fuck to give. I mean, I definitely was that kind of person. It's not like I didn't just become this fucking thing. I was this, and then it just became so desperately upfront that it just started pouring out of my mouth. And I really don't, I don't have a half a fuck to give at all about. I mean, I care about things that happen in the world. I care about my family a little and a few other things, but pretty much I don't give a fuck about money, about shit, about things, about success or failure. I mean, these are all the things we worry about, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody that does comedy is like massively fucked up. Let's face that fact.
It's true.
And I'm included in
helps.
that. I mean, it helps, but I'm included in that. So when you just have it all to go, like you have nothing, what do you call it? You have no, what do you call it when somebody would like rob a bank and kill people because they don't have any, what? I can't think of what I'm trying to say. But
Conscience?
No, I barely have a conscience at this point, but I have a conscience. It's just that nothing to lose. I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But nothing that I say, I don't care if people are angry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if people think it's too much. Like, it's never too much for me.
Right. Can't cancel you.
The worst sound I could hear, like if I'm doing stand-up, is like, ooh, oh, like pathetic noise.
Yeah, I hate
could
that
fucking
shit.
punch. I could drop kick someone in the head doing that. Like, oh, or feeling bad. Don't fucking feel bad. I don't feel bad. Like, just go. So I wish I had felt this way earlier in my life. I mean, if you can learn anything from me, it's like you should stop giving so much of a fuck about what people think about you, mostly, and about what comes out of your mouth. Because usually, if you're at least a decent person, which I think I am, you're not going to hurt anybody. You're not going to cause any huge problems. Say what you think. We lie all fucking day. That's the other thing I've realized. And terminal illness makes you think about all the shit you've said, and most of it is fucking half of a lie. Most of the shit people say is half of a motherfucking lie. Like, you just platitudes, bullshit, fucking thoughts and prayers. Fuck that, fuck you. It's all half a bullshitty lie, and then your life is shorter than you think sometimes. Mm-hmm. And you've spent like half your life just bullshitting. So now it's like, fuck it. I don't care. I'll say anything. Anything.
It's fucking cool, man.
It's like, good. It feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good.
It kind of blows my mind that you didn't ever at any point see like this being something that you wanted to do.
Never.
That because your stage presence is awesome. Like you're great at it, and I always thought that even in January when you must have just first started.
You probably saw me the first time I ever did it. I swear to God.
At that time, Robin, you would have like from my perspective, I thought you would have been doing it for a while.
That was literally me, like sitting on my back porch with my brothers every day of my fucking life. That's what you saw, and that's what I mean. I think I've always done that. I've always been like that with people with whom I'm comfortable. But what's happened now is it's like I don't give a shit who it is now. So like I'm comfortable saying whatever I want in front of anyone. So I think that's part of the reason it's funny is because I think I say a lot of things that people think, but they don't want to say. And those are often the funniest fucking things because I feel like my brand, if I have a brand of comedy or if something is consistently comes across every time, I feel that thing is, I'm kind of saying what everybody's thinking. Mm-hmm. And most people are pretty funny. I mean, most people think funny, fucked up things. Like, think of some of the most fucked up things you've thought, but you would never fucking say. Like, I'm just saying that.
Yeah. No, you really are. It's
really fun. It's a blast. I love it. I wish I don't know that I would, if I had done it before now, I don't know that if it would have been this funny.
Right.
I really don't. I don't know if I probably would have felt self-conscious. I would have worried that like my, fucking religious mother would see it. But she can't even fucking turn the radio on. So like she certainly isn't going to see a clip of me anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Like probably if you Googled me, I might come up somewhere because, Nix has filmed it or... Mm-hmm. I remember she went to work one time and she was like, hey, this guy Bill at work. I actually worked with my mother for 1 year in the same office, but I got late. She'd been working this state agency for years, and I actually worked there for 1 year. Mm-hmm. I don't remember why I worked there, but I did anyway. And I worked with her, so we knew all these same people that work in her. It's like the fucking office where she works. Right. It's like assholes and idiots. And she's like, oh, Bill at work said he saw something of you on YouTube and of your stand-up. And I was like, don't ever fucking watch it. Ever. ever.
Yeah.
And I think that would have held me back before. But, my, 75-year-old aunts came to see me, and I was like, I'm warning you. Like, if the
You're
word
in for-
cunt bothers you, that's nothing. Nothing.
The way you say cunt, I don't think anyone could be bothered by that.
Well,
it's the personality.
I'm in full control of my use of the word cunt.
Yeah.
Which is,
it's artisan.
no, I've been
cunt.
working on it for a while.
Right.
Way before this. I love that word. Like, if you're a Worcester chick, you've called everybody a fucking cunt, including inanimate objects. Like, oh, you cunt. Like, if you hit a nail and you hit your thumb, that's a cunt too.
Right.
So I don't give a shit about that. It's a word. I don't give a shit.
I'm a big fan of the word cunt, which is, I just I don't use.
I'm a fan too.
Yeah, I think it's a great word. I think it's like 4 letters, perfect length.
It's really harsh in its sound and its intention, and there's no way of softening it. Although I think I probably said this before, but I have 2 nephews that are Sean's kids, 2 boys. They're like 19, 22 now, but probably when they were like 18 and 20, they started calling me Auntie Fucky, which I thought was fucking hilarious. And then I heard one of them use the word cunt one time, and I was like, you need to soften that up a little. Coming out of your 18-year-old mouth, it's a little harsh. And it was my nephew Finn that was like, but if you add like an IE to the end, it's cute.
Cunty, yeah.
Cunty,
Oh, yeah,
you're
totally.
a little bit cunty right now.
You're being a little cunty.
And that's bearable. I think it's palatable.
Softens it. Just a
It
little.
softens it a little. But
It's. I think it's great. I like to put it in like.
yeah. How do you like to use it mostly?
So my favorite use of it ever was a school presentation.
Oh.
Which was good. I got an A for the
Nice,
record.
of course.
It was it was for my
can't wait.
effective speaking class.
What fucking school is this? The school of fucking...
I don't know if I should say, but my college, Nichols College.
No,
Yeah.
just say it.
Say it.
so-
Fuck them. See, that's what I'm talking
This whole
about.
thing, yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Fuck Nichols College.
Yeah, I don't.
Fucking
I-
in the middle of the woods. Who gives a fuck?
Nichols College is great. It's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
very
it's
good to me.
Fucking world renowned.
And
Go.
they let me say the word cunt in a presentation for freshman
Oh,
year.
and what use? Like, can I have some
So yeah, I'll give you some
context?
context.
Yeah.
Some context. So freshman year, first class I'm actually enrolled in was effective speaking.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really expect to have to
You're
do
trying
at a business
to speed
school.
Run how quick you could get kicked out of school.
Yeah, I was like, what can I do? No, so my final presentation, and now it's funny, my effective speaking, I started doing I was really nervous as everyone else was. At the time, you're standing in front of like 30 people.
Yeah.
All strangers you're
Right.
trying to have sex with. And
Guys and girls.
guys and girls,
'cause,
dude, not
you have that
discriminatory,
desperate
not
sweat about you.
Especially,
I can feel it from here.
I was a finance major, so
Oh, you're
I was a
fucking...
real-
You
no,
are hot.
I'm marketing now, but
Yeah. Oh, that's much hotter.
yeah, it was. So I'm up there and I'm speaking, and I started treating it like the comedians that I when I grew up watching. I was like, what would they say? To make
Right.
this. So I just started like bullshitting and saying
And you
ridiculous
settled
stuff.
on cut.
No,
You're like,
we're getting. I'm just setting the story here up.
Brian,
I'm just
don't
setting the story.
fucking
Don't get
fuck
excited.
with your brother.
Yeah, come on, dude.
That's like
Dude.
most of
Yeah.
the show.
Step
That's
the
fucking-
fuck back, dude.
So, Brian, now that I have my time to talk, so throughout the semester, I kind of get more and more leeway with what I'm able to do.
Right.
And then our final presentation was a persuasive speech. You had 5 minutes to try and convince people of something, one way or another.
You know where my mind is going right now. Persuasive speech
Yeah.
and use of cunt. Go.
So here we go. I go up there and I say, shit, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits and twat. Which,
Oh.
I don't
Is
know.
that the George
George
Carlin
That's the
Carlin
George
list?
Carlin bit. So it's
Yeah.
the 7 words you can't say on television, right?
You can't say twat?
I think now it's like there's like 3 words you can't say.
I think so.
I think you can even say cunt. Like I've seen cunt on Rescue Me for sure.
Oh.
Which
That's
was like
FX, though.
That's
It's
FX.
not like regular
Okay.
TV.
Well, I think
You gotta pay a little extra.
Like NBC, ABC,
you're not saying
CBS.
cunt on The Office. You're like a
No,
prime time,
fuck
right?
no.
Jerry
No, it's
Seinfeld's
definitely
not
getting bleeped
cunt,
out,
you know.
yeah.
But
what's the deal
with cunt,
What's the deal with cunts?
oh my god, that's good. That'd be hilarious.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Somebody should do that,
yeah,
actually.
someone
That'd be a
actually
good
should.
bit.
That's a good bit. Yeah,
It's a good bit. Fucking write that down.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
forget it by
definitely-
the time we're done, so
we're
you can
definitely
have
gonna-
it.
We're gonna have that one. In the back. Next time at Nick's. What's the deal with cunts?
What's the deal
Yeah.
with cunts?
So I said those words, and then I started playing. So first of all, it was so funny. I wish I could go back in time to see the look on all my classmates' faces.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What the fuck is this kid doing?
Yeah.
And then immediately I started playing a clip from a TV show called The Walking Dead,
Oh,
where a
yeah, I
character
love that
gets his
fucking
head
show.
caved in with a baseball bat.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Now-
I love the Walking
and
Dead.
I love that
my
show.
my like point was that scene's really fucked up. It's super graphic.
Yeah,
You
but
see
that's
fucking
okay. But
eyeball-
that's okay.
And that was my point.
Yeah.
My point was
I can cut your tits off, but I can't say cunt.
cunt. And I said cunt
Yeah.
like 6 times.
Yeah.
I kept bringing it back.
I
And
can
get
literally, like, fucking cut your tits off, gouge your stomach open like a fucking flap, bury you in a carpet, and we can show that in a movie or in a.
And you'll
We
get a
can
fucking
talk
Emmy
about
for
every
it.
fucking serial killer that every sick cunt that ever lived. But you can never call him a sick cunt. You got to be
Right.
like, and he's a very disturbed individual. He's a sick cunt.
It's he's a sick cunt, but you can't say that.
Don't say that.
Yeah. No, it's like because
No.
the thing the angle I try to take it is like, who the fuck are you protecting? Because like if the
Yeah.
same kid is like watching The Walking Dead or whatever is exposed to this, what? Oh man. This,
Fucking psychologically, I mean, I don't know.
What's more traumatizing, the word cunt or the fucking eyeball going out of the guy's head?
I say neither. I
think.
think as far as like TV, movies, etc. Well, I have a kid and she's 22 now, but when she was a kid, my husband and I were like, are we going to fucking police like art and cinema and like music? Is she going to be fucked up over like, I mean, granted, when she was 5, it wasn't like we were letting her watch Chainsaw Massacre, but at 8, we probably would have. It's
Right.
like, you know,
Cool parents.
I feel like that all comes from when you're a fucked up serial killer, you're fucking born like that. Like,
Right.
I don't think that comes from watching TV.
Right.
And I also don't think that if you hear the word cunt, you're going to fucking start walking around saying cunt. Like, think about you. You're her age. You're actually younger than she. But even with, like, rap music, you know, everybody would make their kid get the clean version. It would be like, fucking go for it.
That shit's lame.
Get the fucking bitches and hoes version. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But even if she were saying the rap, because you know how you kids would, like, learn every fucking word of a rap and think you were so cool? Well, she would, too, but she wouldn't say the bad word.
Right.
She
would
wouldn't
censor
say it
herself?
because she censored herself.
Wow.
I mean, we didn't censor her, but she didn't want to say those words, so she didn't.
Right.
And I think probably today she probably wouldn't. Although she's free to use the word cunt around here. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If I can say it, so can she. She's an adult.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, she doesn't say it as often as I do, but she'll throw a cunt around here and there.
I wish.
So
I hope-
lasso a
there's
cunt.
definitely going to be a drinking game for this episode. Every time you hear the word cunt,
Everybody watching would be fucking cocked right now.
destroyed.
Cocked.
yeah.
Like shitty cocked.
Yeah,
Completely
that'd be-
obliterated. It'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
we played a
they-
drinking game on the last episode, but
What was the
we'd be
word?
drunker. It was.
Wait,
an
did you do the
actual-
drinking game on the episode?
No, it was way lamer than that, Robin.
was
You
way-
had no
yeah.
idea.
Oh, you guys
it was
are
lame
Our,
as
our
fuck.
friend
pussies.
Tim.
It was like 10 a.m. on a Sunday
He
morning.
brought.
Pussies.
He
Yeah.
brought
to
a
drive
game
home,
that
like-
he created called Drinking Buddies and showed us how to play it. But
What is that about? What is drinking buddies? Sounds
it's,
gay
it's
as fuck.
I'm sorry, Tim. If you're.
I mean, gay, like, oh, sorry, gay. See, I don't give a fuck about that, because guess what? Everybody that's like, oh, you said gay. First of all, so. Second of all, I mean gay like when I was in 7th grade gay. Like,
That's
same as
lame
queer
as
and
fuck.
lame as fuck. And you all fucking know that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And everybody knows I'm not homophobic. Everybody. So
Wait, Robin.
that's
I thought you
another
hated
thing.
the gays. I
Wait,
thought that was like
do I hate the gays?
I thought it was.
I forgot about that.
I thought that was something.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes,
what
that's
this
true. I
is.
do
This
hate
is a
the
very
gays.
anti-gay podcast.
This is an
That's-
anti-gay
yeah,
podcast.
No, it's
yeah, we all hate gays.
very-
called
The
straight
gays.
Is what
It's called straight gays. We're all gay,
Yeah.
and we're all trying to act straight right now.
That's what we're doing.
And I think we're doing a fucking bang-up job, if you ask me. I don't feel dykey at all right now.
My heart's racing, so I'll tell you that much.
Brian's sweating. He's nervous that he's going to be outed right now.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, it's the lighting.
I'm going to out my fucking brother.
I'm more
on
like
the
hoping
podcast.
that YouTube won't suppress this video for how much I swear.
YouTube.
Wait, are you going to edit this, you fucking pussy?
If you don't want me to edit it,
If YouTube
Why would
suppresses
you?
this, that'd be such a cunt move on their part.
it would,
Why?
It would be.
Oh, wait a minute. YouTube would be like, we can't put that on because I said
YouTube's-
gay?
YouTube,
Or cunt.
Probably,
would know better than
probably
me.
cunt. Probably would be. So
well,
like
we'd said
YouTube
cunt
has
maybe
this like
60 times already. So.
yeah.
Please.
YouTube is
Fucking
been
please.
pussing out a lot. I feel like lately, like before when I first started making YouTube videos back in the day, like
Yeah.
pretty much when it came out, like 2007, you could do anything pretty much, like short of porn. And
Yeah.
like snuff films. You could do
Yeah.
pretty much anything, and
I feel like you could probably come pretty motherfucking close to porn. Like,
yeah,
why can you
Oh, yeah,
go? But
you totally
so why?
can.
So if YouTube does that, then why can you go online and like, and put in like 12-year-old girls sex and come up with something? Like, why can that be out there, but we can't say like cunt or why?
It brings us back to the FCC thing I was talking about in that persuasive speech, kind of. Or it's like,
Right.
I don't know, our whole censorship, like what we choose to be problematic in this country is
Yeah,
such a
it's
fucking
so
joke.
fucked up.
Yeah.
And we're so much more uptight than anybody else. I'll say that right now.
you're very uptight as a
Like, we
country.
were in Ireland in June. We went on this 10-day trip to... Don't fucking kill you. It's going to, like, bash you in the head. You're going to have a concussion.
We just keep doing the podcast. We're
Yeah.
committed
Yeah,
to this.
We just
you
keep
gotta
going.
Speaking of which, should I reset one of these?
We'll wait for that one to stop, and then we'll reset both of them.
Sounds
at the
good.
same
Sounds
time.
good.
Yeah, so we were in Ireland in June, and we stayed on a farm in rural South Kerry. Like, fucking nobody around, with my cousin who's a 60-year-old sheep farmer, for real. Like, diddly-diddly-dee, cute Irish face guy. Like, fucking the guy.
Yeah.
We stayed with this guy for 10 days. Nicest guy ever. Freely using the word cunt.
It's not a
Freely.
big deal, and
Like, you
they-
cunt,
they
ref,
love
you cunt. We're watching Irish Gaelic football, and and there were kids around, by the way.
right, yeah.
Nobody's batting a fucking eye, because nobody's uptight about like, oh, he's an aggressive male, or he has, And I feel like guys are getting their asses bashed these days. Like, guys are just, you people must be walking around on fucking eggshells about what you say, because I feel like even if that's not your intention to be violent or misogynistic, that's what you're going to be blamed for. And I'm not offended.
Well,
I'm a chick. I'm not offended.
the women I strike, I don't call cunts. But I bet if I did, it could be a problem.
Right.
You stupid
Yeah.
cunt. Like,
Yeah.
while you're fucking bashing
Yeah,
him
exactly.
in the
I
fucking
mean, like, I
squash.
feel like if I take it to that point, suddenly, cunts a
Suddenly
bad
you're
word.
fucked up.
Suddenly, I'm an asshole.
Yeah, next thing you know, you're normal. 1 minute, you're just bashing abroad
Yeah,
and not saying cunt. And the next
Yeah.
minute, you're a fucking evil
yeah.
demon.
Especially if someone whoa, like Liam.
I agree with you. It's over the edge.
Yeah, it's a
Fucking
bridge too
ridiculous.
far, if you
It's
will.
a bridge too far. It's censorship.
Yeah, it's this country is going to shit.
Going to shit pile. Hey, speaking about this country,
Here we go.
what do you guys think about Donald Trump?
It's the dude.
my
this-
favorite guy to shit on.
Yeah, I'm on. This was a fucked up time to go to college.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, no, I mean it was weird. Just in like 4 years time, right? So I as a freshman is when he got elected. And everything
Yeah.
went down.
Oh,
so
you've seen the whole
kind
shebang.
of. I've seen people in like. It's weird how it's affected people in education. I feel like
You mean the educators?
the
or
educator because they
yeah.
they don't know what the fuck's going on either, and it's
No,
like
no.
because no one does. No one.
It's
knows
hard
what-
to it's hard to understand how, like, pretty basically, like, not everybody that's instructing you at the college level even knows what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
we have high expectations, but I'd say basically as far as what people know or try to know, I'd say they're probably just like everybody else, just like, fuck it, this is so fucked up, I can't even know what's going on.
I got one history professor, Professor Nagel, who he was kind of like a good guider throughout like all the crazy
Yeah.
fucked up shit because he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, things have been fucked up for a long time. Like, it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
This
this
is just-
guy's a
yeah.
cartoon character, but like it.
Yep. This is a symptom of what we've been doing for a long time, which is fucking burying our asses in social media and our devices. And that's something I've never done. And it's something I'm outraged by, like, now. Because now more than ever, I feel like, listen, my time is fucking limited. So put your fucking phone down. Like, I feel personally offended if I'm secondary.
Right.
I really do. And I felt like that before, too. Like, now, shit that's going on with these people you don't even know, and they're flipping through. I'm like, what the fuck are you What could you possibly be interested in that you can't even stop for one motherfucking second on it? Like, it's so unimportant that you're just going, gives a fuck. So for every, like, nanosecond that you're spending doing that, that adds up to minutes. Your whole lives are being absorbed by this nothingness.
Yeah.
It's like a world of nothingness. So it leaves no time for... If you have a kid like you, Liam, you're 21 or 22 years old, or however the fuck old
Father
you
of
are.
3.
Yeah, father of 8. You know, you are definitely the exception to the rule. So that you could have an actual conversation with people. I'm a 55-year-old woman, no problem for you. But most people your age, I call them kids, most young people your age, they have no fucking interest in having this kind of a conversation. And we're losing that. We're fucking losing it.
Right.
We're losing our shit, man.
So I go to college with a lot of people like, I mean, of that demographic that something that always kind of bothered me is like we'd be at like a concert, like me and a group of friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone, you look around and everyone's doing the same thing. They're all trying to get a photo
Of a fucking event they're
of an
at.
event that they're fucking at with their friends.
They miss,
don't, and then as soon as
no.
the photo op's done,
Right.
they're just looking like miserable cunts.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
Exactly.
It's like not enjoying the moment, not being a part of anything, and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, but that got those likes,
Hey, it's
that's
funny.
all that fucking matters.
When I went to the show at the Dark Rose,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't bring my camera. I was like, should I bring my camera? Should I not? And I was like, no. I'm just gonna be present. Not
Yeah.
everything has to be.
way
And then
better.
of course Liam called me. He's like, hey, can you bring your camera to film
because
something?
And you're like, yeah, I'm
They're like,
fucked now. I'm
"This
not
one
part.
time,
Yeah.
I didn't
I'm not
bring my
I'm not
camera."
doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you're right, because you're not present. And so that's like, that's my whole basic, maybe that is why I'm doing stand up, because my whole, I don't worry about the past anymore. You think about what you spend your time thinking about. And I would urge anybody to take one day out of your life, okay? One day out of your stupid fucking life where you're just looking at your phone. Take
Right.
one of those days where you're doing absolutely fucking nothing and do this. Like, shut that off and keep track of, like, how much time do you spend thinking about the past and how much time do you spend worrying about the future? And by worrying about it, I mean, like, are people going to think I'm an asshole if I wear this style of jeans instead of this?
Right.
Or should I wear this? Like, what are people going to think? And these are your friends you're talking about? Gives a fuck. So I don't think about my past. I don't think about my future because it's fucking short. Like, who cares? But for the first time in my life, I'm thinking about, but I did this somewhat before I got sick too. I was thinking about what I was doing in that moment. Like, I could sit on my fucking back porch and look at a squirrel or a bird for like 2 hours.
Right.
And I always wanted to do that, but I never allowed myself to do that. I mean, that sounds fucking ridiculous, but I find it fascinating. Like, I could sit there and watch a squirrel eating there was a squirrel. This is an aside, okay? No,
here we
it was
go.
a raccoon, a fucking raccoon on my back porch right here. It had a whole fucking ham sandwich in it. A fucking, like, ham sandwich. Like, you could see the bread and the fucking ham and cheese on the outside, like
Right.
mustard. Thing had it in its hands, and he was 10 feet away from me, and I see it, and it's just like fucking mounding down a ham and cheese. And I just watched the thing for like 45 minutes. Then, I don't know, my husband came out. He's sitting over there. I guess he's over there. But did you come out on the porch, and did I come and explain this fascinating fucking raccoon to you?
The one in the tree?
The one in the tree, right fucking in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were like, who gives a fuck, I'm sure.
No, I was trying to find
Yeah, right.
You had special vision that night.
Yeah, I had special vision. Only I could see the raccoon, which makes me think maybe it wasn't even a thing.
Right.
But anyway, my point is, I'm more concerned about the present, and I think that what social media has done is all people care about is what other people think. And when all you care about is what other people think, you're living in the future.
Right.
That means you're worried about the next thing that's going to happen. And who gives a fuck? It's going to happen or it's not.
What you run
Everything's bullshit, phony, and fake. I mean, I feel like 80% of the shit that goes on, we don't even know anything about people. We're not finding out any more about them because they're pouring every fucking second of their foolish lives out.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
It's a
I don't care what you're doing all fucking day, Liam.
Well, you should. But
I probably should. It's probably fucking fascinating.
It's really not. But I don't know. My social media presence. I'm not on it all the time. That's never been me. I never really.
I don't see you as that kind of guy.
I didn't get like an Instagram. Like so for someone like. so for my like. I don't know. I can't. I got on social media kind of like I got a Facebook. Everyone had a fucking Facebook.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Wait, who's even on that anymore? I don't even think that's cool for like people my age anymore.
So it's weird. Facebook, like.
What is it for now?
Like I
parties?
feel like 25-year-olds to like.
I feel like 75.
I don't know.
I feel like my uncles and aunts are on it.
It's weird. It's like almost like there's waves of people that are on it. Mm-hmm. In Worcester, the Worcester comedy scene, it fucking is the only thing anyone really uses for some reason. But
right.
I didn't get on Instagram until I got to college. I didn't get a Twitter until I was like a junior. And
so I feel like there's a coolness like scale. I feel like it's like
I'm probably not on.
Facebook's at the bottom of coolness, and then I feel like Twitter's becoming uncool.
Twitter's
wait, or it made a comeback.
Twitter made a big comeback because of Donald Trump.
Oh, right.
Donald Trump may have saved Twitter.
I think you're right because I think it was kind of going in the dumps because the young demographic was gone to Instagram and what's the other one?
The Snapchat. Snapchat's huge. I like Snapchat.
I had that for like 45 seconds.
You don't like it?
I love it. I love all social media, okay? I fucking love it. I loved Facebook. I loved Snapchat when I had it for 45 seconds. But I have a really limited interest level. And then all that has to happen is one time I can't get on it and I get really frustrated. And then I never go back on it again. Like one time I forget where it is on my phone. And then I never go back again.
Right.
Like, I have a Facebook page right now. I probably haven't posted on it for almost 2 years. But, I mean, 4,000 people are messaging me like, are you sick? Are you dead? You know. So I feel like the next time that I'll be posting on that will be probably my husband and my daughter posting like, I'm dead. That's what I want them to do, by the way. Like, I don't want it to be like, oh, fucking farewell, fucking birds up my fucking ass and rainbows flying out of my ass. I want it to be like a picture of me. All right, are you listening? This is what I want. Facebook. You know that picture of me where I'm like, I'm in my minivan, and I got a hat on, and I'm like smoking a butt, and I got like on aviator sunglasses, like braids. Yeah. I want that picture with that butt, and I want to say, I'm fucking dead now.
That's it. That's the whole post.
That's the whole post.
I'm sharing that shit.
I just want to see what the fuck comes back at that. Like, and I guarantee you'll get some like, this is sick, or who did this? All right, and if someone does that, then I want you to go back on there and it's like, I fucking did it because she told me to, and that's it.
We'll have this clip
Robin out.
Right.
That we can you can link it to it. So
exactly.
That's the way
so
to
they
do
know
it.
it's me. And I'm making my own film for my dead people party. Like, I'm starting that soon. So I'm doing a film. Not a movie, like a
scoop
photo montage. This is okay. I'm gonna let you guys have this.
Yeah,
scoop,
we're getting the scoop here. Come
on,
here we go.
Huge.
Here we fucking go.
This is like on MSNBC when fucking AM Joy gets some shit on Saturday. Okay, that's what we're dealing. That level.
I'm in.
I'm gonna make a dead. You know the dead people party. You die. You bury the person. Then you have that shit party after with the shit food.
The wake,
I want all that. I want not the wake.
Not the wake.
That's before. What are you, a fucking heathen? Do you not have a fucking dead person? But see, you're young. That's your problem, you people. Like, I've gone
Brian,
to
more people need to die in your life.
You need more people dying, dude.
Yeah.
You
need more people dying.
So when I die, you can come to this, and this will be the gold star. I will set the gold star standard.
Okay.
So every other funeral you go to after that, you're going to be like, this blows.
Yeah.
Like Robin had it right.
Right.
So yeah, there'll be a funeral because my mother's Catholic and she begged me. So I was like, yeah, you can have a funeral mass. I'm a fucking atheist. I don't give a fuck.
Catholic.
So I'll give her that. I'll throw her that bone.
Yeah.
But then after that, straight to a shitty place like Knights of Columbus. Bad food like fucking ziti.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking Ken's Italian soaked fucking lettuce. Iceberg. The whole fucking kahuna. Bad. And everybody's going to eat it like it's the best fucking meal they had because that's what you do. And then the lights will go down and there'll be a big screen. No, this is not bullshit. This is happening. So keep your eyes peeled. Make sure you find out when I'm dead. Go to Nick's. My brother will tell you. He fucking croaked. So it'll be a big screen.
It's exactly
it will
how Sean
be,
would.
He will.
Yeah.
It'll be a big screen, and it will say, and I'm going to do photos of everybody. But then I'm going to be, like, doing a voiceover and, like, saying shit about all the people.
Oh my fucking
Like,
God.
good, bad, or indifferent.
Right.
And I want to also do the music, because I don't want any gay-ass fucking music
Totally.
playing. Like,
Totally.
you know, fucking, that song about angels. I don't believe in angels. I hate fucking angels. I hate angels. I hate thoughts and prayers. And the reason I hate that is because it's fake and it's bullshit and it doesn't exist. It's like fucking Casper the Friendly Ghost. It's the same fucking thing. It's bullshit and nonsense. So I want to produce that. And now I'm like, I've been kind of laid back about it because I feel good and I feel like I've seen normal, but I can fucking croak anytime. So I got to get my ass on that because I want to get it edited, and I'll have one of my nieces. So like, I can't have my daughter do it. That's sort of brutal to put her through
Put
that.
her through that.
I feel like that's fucked up.
She's like drinking the whole
She's
time.
like
just
fucking cocked.
yeah, like
Like, oh, Ma, fucking please. How much more death fucking video do I have to do? I'll get my nephew to do it. He's fucked up. He'll do it.
be
But
all
that's
on
what I'm
board.
going to show. And you know what? Why not? Like, why does it have to be at some fucking gruesome funeral parlor with those guys that roam about? Like, they're like fucking ninjas. They're like ghost ninjas. They all look like half dead. They're all looming about, like, who's silently walking around. I don't want any of that shit. And you know what? We should all start speaking out about that because it costs a shit ton of money, too.
it costs way too much money.
Costs
to do
like
a funeral.
15 large to
Yeah,
bury your fucking
yeah,
ass.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. No, it's
Fucking
it's
pirate,
whack as
either
fuck.
pirate.
I think you
either
should
the
be able to
fucking
do funerals
Viking
on yourself.
funeral,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
Viking funeral.
On like a public lake.
That's cool.
That has views from all
No,
around.
like on a
Like
public
people.
Quincy.
Yeah, public pool.
Fucking Quincy.
Lake Quincy. That's genius. Yeah.
You go to
yeah.
Quincy and you go to that like outdoor bar there right by
Yeah.
the bridge, and everybody's just out there drinking like, yeah, fucking burn it.
We have this big
Like,
like, yo, do you
everybody's
guys mind
shooting
if we
fucking
like
burning arrows
yeah,
at it?
yeah.
Like, how fun is that? Like,
I like
that's a good time. You're already
I
dead.
gotta know some archers. I gotta figure out
Yeah,
some.
I know. That's the thing. I'm like, who is the archer?
Yeah, it
man.
used to be so easy to find an
Yeah.
archer.
So
I feel.
stressful now to
Like,
die.
Yeah.
Like, you have to fucking find
It was
people.
definitely like one of those skills that was way more like
That's gone out of
important at
style.
time.
you
little
needed
bit.
to be an archer.
Pretty much when
back
they
in the
invented
You
day.
did,
guns.
because you had to fucking eat, dude.
Exactly.
Then we invented guns,
Yeah.
and it was like,
Yeah,
well,
guns
fuck
all
this
the-
shit. Like,
Like,
yeah.
why an archer when you can shoot somebody? But isn't it kind of cooler to, like,
I think so.
Oh,
if
it's
someone were
way
gonna
more
kill
badass.
me, I would rather be, like, running through the woods and they have a bow down. I'd be laughing my fucking ass off. Be like, oh my fucking god, someone is shooting,
Chase
like,
me with a
shooting an
bow.
arrow. I'd be pissing my pants because that to me is hilarious.
This is quite a quarrel.
For some reason,
Yeah.
like, that's it. So I've thrown down the gauntlet and I'm just like booking through the woods, like jumping over limbs and shit. And I'm just pissing I'll get killed quickly because I'll be laughing so hard. I'll just be like, I gotta lie down and laugh here for a
Right.
minute. But that's kind of not a bad way to go. Like, if you gotta go.
Yeah, I'd take that over like being in a crowd, taking out with like a gun. I guess
That's
Like,
bullshit.
That's so whack.
Can I
so
talk
whack.
about that for 1 minute?
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
let me
it.
just
Okay.
Sync the audio again.
Yeah, because this is kind of important. Guys that go and want to kill people, like in a big place.
For losers.
Well, of course they're losers. They're fucking the biggest losers. But
Conceit.
they also suck at what they do. Can we talk about this? Is
Yo,
this okay?
I've
They
had this
should be
thought. I've
killing
had this thought.
way more fucking people.
Guns are so easy to use.
Like, they have those guns and they have like, they just like, you could just like spray the crowd and they got like fucking 7 people.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know
It's all for show.
It's not that I don't want more people to die. I guess I'm glad they suck at their job in a way.
No,
but
totally. It's
they
good.
suck. Like,
But
how
they're-
do you not get more than 7 people?
If
Like,
you're gonna shoot up,
are people ducking? Of course. So fucking shoot close to the floor. Like, that's just common sense.
I think the trick is just take your time.
There's
with it,
like-
you know, we only got one shot at this.
There's
Well-
the one guy in Vegas.
Yeah.
He really did.
He did
bang-up
pretty.
job.
He did pretty well. Plus,
Yeah.
he was in like a fucking. He was like
He had
in a
like a
hotel
bunker
kind of
set
far
up.
away.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So that was like grassy knoll shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? That was
Right,
like the
right.
guy in the warehouse in every fucking movie you ever saw. That. All right, I got to give that guy. some props.
That guy
That
thought
guy got
it
the
out. He
job
thought
done.
it out. He thought it out.
He
You
got
know,
the
I think
job
that was
done.
he was a little bit older than the average, like
Yeah.
you know, guy that would do it. I think maybe the
He's more
experience.
thoughtful.
wisdom, you know.
Yeah, that wasn't his first rodeo, dude.
No, definitely. He was
Like
just
he never sprayed a crowd before, but he's been fucking thinking about
he'd
it.
been thinking about it for
For
30 years, probably.
30 years,
yeah, like,
easy.
He's like, I just gotta set myself up in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Nice view of a country.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a country music. Oh, I'm gonna be doing them a favor.
No shit. Like, take some of these fucks out. Like, we don't need them all.
Yeah.
Because every show, like every country show, is just selling out anyway. So just take out half the demand. You're still selling out the show.
What did we lose?
Nobody. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
It's a fucking win-win.
This is hardcore.
Well, it's
Liam
true.
and I will not be appearing on SNL.
No, we're never appearing anywhere. Like I could just take both of you out single-handedly from any future appearances on any other, or you could just go back and say, "Oh, that was that fucking dying loony broad." We were just going along with it.
I'm co-signing everything we say here is in complete sincerity. I know we mean this. Every last thing we say.
I mean everything I say. I don't give a shit.
Totally.
But I feel like they're failing. I feel like killers are failing.
I just think if I were to, I know, I wouldn't. Like,
You're so fucking cocky.
Okay, dude, whatever. But like,
I
I'm just saying.
If I were killing people, I'd fucking take out lots more.
I'm just
You're
saying,
cocky.
Right,
You gotta
Robin,
practice.
Robin,
What?
it's confidence.
It is. You're a confident guy.
You're like Mark Wahlberg when he was like, I was supposed to be on that 9/11 plane. He was supposed to be on one of the planes for 9/11, and he was like, yeah, I mean, if I was on there, wouldn't have gone down like that.
Did he say
That's
that?
literally something he said.
What a
yeah.
fucking dick.
I know.
But like, also
Easy
at the same
for anyone.
time,
Easy for you to say.
Okay, but also at the same time,
I didn't know that.
Early
I
2000s,
hate him
Mark
now.
Wahlberg. You guys saw him with his shirt off. Was he wrong?
Yeah.
Marky
Was he
Mark
ripped
was a
then?
big-
He
Or?
was shredded.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
all
like
right.
even.
He might have stopped those people with little box cutters. I don't know. Marky Mark, he's all hyped up. He's already
Wait a
committed
minute.
hate
Is that all
crimes.
they had was box cutters?
Yeah, and they said they had like. See, the thing is, at the time.
Wait,
no
are we
one ever
talking
crashed.
about? Are we talking about the plane that didn't go down because they?
Yeah, because that plane.
Wait,
he was
or did
supposed
that one
to
go
be-
down anyway?
He was supposed to be on one of the planes that I think hit the World Trade Center.
Okay.
And
so that wouldn't have
United
happened.
93 went down in Pennsylvania because the story is
Yeah.
a bunch of people rushed the cockpit. But the reason why...
Pretty stupid when you don't know how to fly a plane. Just
Yeah,
saying.
it wasn't well thought out.
I think I'll rush
but,
the
you know.
cockpit, even though I don't know how to fucking fly a plane.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
okay.
Or, some people might say that the government shot it down and gave some sad story.
I love that conspiracy theory
yeah.
shit.
Oh, but
That's just this. All right. If people if you fucking even start with that, well, that might, no, that didn't fucking happen, dude. There's no conspiracy, okay? When you combine any conspiracy theory with like anything religious at all, that's a fucking nutbag. That's a nutbag right there. There's no conspiracy. I worry about people that say that shit.
The only one I actually think there might be like some credence to.
Liam's a conspiracy. He's into
No, I
it.
think the only
What do you
the
think?
Kennedy
Yeah,
assassination.
What?
There's
Oh,
there's a lot of fuck shit with the
Oh,
Kennedy
that's different.
assassination.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's
the only
different.
one I give any credence to, and even then, I don't know. I don't trust our government.
Yeah, but I don't think they're out like
gonna-
shooting fucking planes. I don't think they're flying planes into buildings. I really like. What's the benefit of that? That's where all the conspiracy theorists
Four
lose
wars
it.
in the Middle East.
Yeah,
And
all right,
ever
that's-
expanding
all right.
military-industrial
So
complex.
it was the government. It was the government.
I'm just saying it was convenient for them.
I know. I guess it. I mean, economically,
Yeah, we've been
I see the argument.
crushing it since.
Yeah, we have been crushing it.
Only uphill.
Yeah, look what we got. Look at the fucking money that's going to pour in over this latest bullshit in Syria. That's a moneymaker.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a fucking moneymaker right there.
Great times.
Good times.
It's none of those people are our people.
How
so
big
that's
of
how
an
we look at it.
asshole do we look like in the world, right? Like, I
We got
can't
the
even
bombs.
imagine. But I'm so embarrassed for.
Yeah.
It's so fucking embarrassing. Here's the thing. You know what drives me crazy? Why isn't every journalist and every fucking human, forget about this bullshit nonsense. Forget about everything. Forget about trying to begin the investigation for, what is it called when you get kicked off of being a president? Impeachment. Forget about that. Just fucking every time the guy shows up anywhere with his camera, just start barreling questions at him like, name 2 countries in Africa. Like simple shit.
Right.
Who's the Prime Minister of England? I mean, simple fucking things. How many states are in the United States? I'm telling you that the fucking guy might not have the answers to 3 out of 4 of those questions.
Right.
Expose the guy for the fucking idiot that he is. We are letting a fucking moron run our country. I didn't vote for the guy. And everyone's like, well, people voted for him. Well, those people are fucking idiots too. All right, I'll give him this one. But if they do it again, if they fucking do it again, if they vote for him again, they're idiots.
2020 is
or they're racist. One or the other.
See, the thing is, like,
I don't even think the guy's a racist. I think he's just a fucking moron.
I just think he's an asshole. He was in
He's
power.
just a moron.
I don't think that, like, what's fucking crazy to me is, and you can tell, like, if you look at his Twitter, which I do, because I find it, because it's
irresistible.
It's like
irresistible.
It's the president of the United States. It never really had this level of intimacy with someone like that.
But President Obama could have done that. It was all
he
around when
he
was.
Shouldn't have.
And he shouldn't have, and he didn't.
And he didn't. And he did. Yeah.
And he did the right thing because he's not a fucking 12-year-old.
Yeah. The fucking, because it's now. Why would Trump use Twitter? You know, because he thinks
he's a fucking child.
Well, so he thinks it's a good way to reach his people.
Yeah.
And it probably was.
Are his people do they even have fucking cell phones? I mean,
are
they on Twitter, his people?
Yeah, I would imagine there's probably a lot of Twitter accounts that people got Twitter just to follow him, I would assume, you know, because
I'd be curious to know, like,
a lot of people who are like immediately comment, love this, or like a lot of people who just immediately comment how much they hate it. It's like,
it's one or the
neither
other.
of you guys are accomplishing anything. Like,
and the only winner is Twitter, like the actual company, the platform. Like, oh, we love all this user like engagement. It's crazy.
So is it wrong of me to say that I think like Southern people sound really stupid?
Just in general.
Is that okay? Yeah. Just in general.
Where's the?
It's the accent.
Yeah,
mostly.
It doesn't help him.
It doesn't help. And I feel like his constituency is not all from the South. We know that, but I mean, he's certainly got pockets of that. But now we got that shit sprinkled all over the place. We got freaks, the whole California. Anything that's not a city in California is fucking backwoods fuck up.
California. I spent a summer 2 summers ago in California.
Don't be fooled. They're not that. It's not progressive.
It's like 4 states of people.
Oh, it is.
It's
it is.
4 different.
I agree.
Like types of people, like in that. All different walks of life.
Yep.
And all that, and. It shouldn't. California's fucking huge. It shouldn't be as big as it is.
They should cut it up. They should chop it up.
Just right into the ocean, right?
No. But they should break it up into like at least a couple states.
Yeah, better
representation. You go like if you go inland by like 100 miles, the fucking IQ goes down by like fucking 75 points.
Right.
Because then you're talking about those are the people in bunkers, and there's a lot of open space in California. The whole fucking place is made up anyway. We just like piped water in there. It's mostly a motherfucking desert in the south. Yeah. So especially then you got like cities where it's really progressive, like everything. I mean, look at the map. Most of the country, the rural part of the country, is all, right wing, and then the cities and little pockets of college towns are all the people that, what I would consider have some intelligence. I don't know. I don't think people read. We don't have newspapers anymore. We don't have any kids. I mean, young people. I think if you asked them anything beyond their own little circle of people on their phones, they know very little. I mean, very little. And now their fucking parents are on their phones too. Because think now, now we're in the first generation of people whose parents are also engaged in this. Right, so there's very little interaction going on. So you got now 15-year-old kids whose parents are like 40. All my cousins that are 40 are all fucking glued to their phone too.
Right.
So the cutoff is now like 40 years old. So now we have intergenerational people that are cut off from the world.
Right, because you're 40, you've been 25 in 2004.
Yeah.
That one,
one.
It's like when MySpace came out near then.
Well, right. Yeah. I mean, my kid, she got a phone when she was in junior high. So at least she had already learned how to have a conversation with humans. And we were an uber communicative people. Like, we constantly spoke to everybody.
Right.
So she has that skill set. I feel like you have that skill. Both of you seem to have that skill set. So your parents must have spoken to you, correct? They weren't, well, you
Here and
think
there.
they may not have, but they did.
Yeah, no, they definitely,
They had
Brian,
input.
certainly.
They
yeah.
had input.
Yeah.
So what I'm putting out there is that now you got parents that are also engaged on their media, so there's much less of that kind of input.
Right.
Just any small things that your parents would say to you, like, mind your manners. Did your parents ever say that to you?
Of course, yeah.
Be on your best behavior. We're going to your aunt's house. I'll fucking kill somebody if they fuck up.
Yeah, it's usually like, we're going
Just
to your
shit
aunt's
like
house.
that.
Get in the
Behave.
fucking car, you cunt. That's usually, that was my
You
mom.
pack of cunts, better keep your mouth shut. No, whatever. But your parents had at least enough interaction with you that you understood what that meant. You talked to people that weren't your age.
Right.
You were told to look people in the eye. You went to your grandmother's house, and if they were fucking talking, you shut the fuck up.
Right, right.
And you certainly wouldn't be looking at your phone because they'd fucking smack it out of your hand. They just wouldn't tolerate that shit. Now what we have is parents that are not only tolerating it, they're involved in it. So what is that going to produce?
A lot of
What in the
motherfuckers
fuck
in
is-
this city texting and driving that shouldn't be like.
Well,
and
that's
what I
the
mean is
whole
like everyone's on their
problem. It's
phone.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
see.
bad
I see
problem, yeah.
older people like not like
Oh,
the teenagers.
yeah.
They're the ones on the phone.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
driving and
30s,
texting.
40s,
yeah,
50s.
yeah, all the time. Especially
I mean,
here, like in Worcester.
I have two brothers. One is into technology, and one, he barely texts.
Right.
He still uses the phone like a phone. And I'm more or less like that. I loved texting when it came out because you can kind of ignore some people if you want. Like, 'cause
Right,
like
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't see that.
So
till
really-
now, sorry.
You ignore people if you want, and it's kind of good. But before you had to kind of answer the phone.
Right.
And not that many people contacted you. Now, if my phone bings and I'm sitting there, I'm ignoring it. But everybody around me is like, that was your phone. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
It's like before you just didn't answer your phone. Now everybody expects you to, they can tell if you're on your phone, like
Yeah.
with those dots.
Right. Yeah. And like.
So it's
Facebook
almost like it's like
Messenger.
super spy. Like, oh, I know you have your phone, so you better fucking text me.
Right.
I can't
Yeah.
wait. It's like, fuck that.
What-
I want to be less, I want to be more incognito
Yeah.
than I have to be now.
I do feel our generation is at a very like Liam's 5 years younger than I am, so maybe even more so me, but we're at a weird point where my childhood was before really like technology was ubiquitous. Like
Yeah.
we didn't have high speed internet.
That's
till,
right.
like middle school. So a lot of my childhood is that kind of classic. I played outside. I played sports.
right.
We had a.
Did you have a bike that you rode?
I had a bike that I
You had
rode.
a fucking
and,
bike.
like,
Yeah.
All bikes.
we-
Did you ride to your friend's house and meet him down the
Exactly.
park and
Yeah,
play
and then-
basketball?
Basketball.
Yep.
Baseball was really big in our
Yeah.
neighborhood because it was pretty easy for everyone to get involved.
Shit was
Yeah.
over by my time.
Yeah, was it
Well,
over by
sadly-
yours?
I mean, I was really uncoordinated and unathletic, so I'm sure it happened. I just wasn't invited.
Yeah, but even if you were like, even if you were one of those skids, those kids that are skids, at least you could like meet up your friends and smoke some weed at the park.
I did that.
Well,
That was
good.
good.
So
Yeah.
you got that going for you. But
Yeah.
there was something for everybody. Like when I tell my kid, like, if I call my friend up that lived 4 miles away, 3 miles away, and nobody answered the phone, I'd fucking get on my bike
Yeah,
and drive
go
over there.
Right, yeah.
And she's like, 3 miles? Yours was like, yeah, it took fucking 10 minutes. Like, that's how you got there.
Right.
Well, how come you didn't get a ride? Because my mother would have been like, go fuck yourself. Literally. Like,
no.
I don't fucking think so. Like,
Yeah.
what? You wouldn't even ask that question. Or my husband would get on he was rich, so he had a fucking moped. So he'd get on his moped with his buddy and go to your friend's house. Like, your parents didn't even know what the fuck you were doing.
Right.
And everybody's like, well, is that a good thing? Fuck yeah, it's a good thing. It allows you to figure shit out, make independent decisions, make choices, good, bad, or indifferent. Nobody was like in any drastic danger.
Right.
People weren't getting scooped off the roads. We were fucking smoking weed down at the fucking park every fucking Sunday.
Right.
Nobody was bothering anybody. Or you'd pile in someone's car and fucking go somewhere. No, your parents weren't like up your fucking ass. Like, where are you? I'm up my kid's ass. 4 years as she was in college. I'm like, what are you doing? Where are you? Did you walk there? Be careful. Don't be alone.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay together. Like constantly straight up her ass. And I'm sure she just ignored me most of the time. I mean, judging by the lack of response to my text.
Right.
But still, your mother and father were just like, fuck that. They're just like doing their thing. Or And,
Well, now
and
my
there
mom-
weren't 5 cars in a house, you know?
Yeah.
Like everybody didn't have a car.
Right.
I know I sound like an old broad, like, oh, back in my time.
Right.
But I think this is a little different. I think that the arc of change is so extreme now in this past generation.
Definitely.
It's a lot more than what it was between my mother and I.
Yeah.
Like the differences socially between my mother and I are pretty minimal. The way we've been socialized. But the difference between myself and my daughter are worlds apart.
Right. Well, even Liam
Worlds
just said
apart.
after 4 years of difference.
Yeah, there's
you
like
have
a
the same
point.
experience that I had, where,
Yeah.
like the '80s and the early 2000s, not that different in terms of
Not
childhood,
really,
but
not much different than
the
me. Like in
2000s
like
to the
the
2010s,
late 70s. Forget it, night and
completely
day.
different. Yeah,
Completely different. I don't know. What do you think? You think you're more fucked up than? Look at us. We're the fucking picture of normalcy.
So I'm gonna say
We're the normal ones.
I think that's the first time
I'm gonna
I've ever been
say-
accused of that.
I definitely am from the first generation, maybe not the first generation, but I was, like I was exposed to like way more fucked up shit that like at the time.
Oh,
by the
yeah,
time I
we
was
didn't even
14,
think about that.
By the time I was 14, then
That's right. I
like,
didn't even think about
you
that.
know-
Stuff Liam would tell me, he's like, I saw this thing on the internet. I was like, you saw that?
Yeah. Well, okay. Well,
The hell?
Well, are we
besides,
talking about porn?
No,
wish.
he's
no,
it's
I.
like I saw someone posted a video of like an ISIS person cutting someone's head off, and I was like,
So I saw shit like
Yeah.
that all the
Watch that.
time. I didn't go out to search for it all
Right.
the
Were
time.
Were you
just-
horrified or not?
It's very desensitizing. At first, it's like, oh god, and then like, okay.
By the 7th beheading,
By the seventh
you're
beheading, you're
fucking
like, this
go,
is fucking
eh.
lame. You're gonna need to start doing something other than this.
Yeah,
to
they're
get
gonna
my
have to do
attention.
some shit before they cut the head off
Yeah.
to keep my interest.
Yeah, and they
I think
did. They
they've started
would.
to
They
get more
would.
creative.
Yeah.
They did. They got more creative. A lot more.
Yeah.
It's a lot more aesthetic based now.
Well, you could at least cut off some limbs before the head.
Yeah, and I
so
saw
that you got
that.
at least like a few minutes of interest.
The knives would get duller, so it would take longer. That was always.
More hacking and chopping.
Yeah, it just took longer, but also it wasn't
Right.
like it was like
But wait, would you, because of your short attention span, would you just go on if they didn't cut the head off fast enough, or would you?
It would
or would
de-
you hang in for the full
it
beheading?
would depend on how much blood was coming out. That would really hold my attention because it's just something to
Right.
look at. It's just
Well, if
something
they
to
get
look
an
at.
artery, if the person's already dead, you don't actually know that they're dead yet, so you might hang in for a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
But if they just like start hacking at the back and just like a butter knife, that would get old real fast.
I saw. You guys want to hear the most fucked up thing I ever saw on the internet?
yeah, what?
let's do it.
Do it.
It's really hardcore.
What is it?
I saw a guy kill a baby with his own asshole.
Oh my
What?
God.
The
How?
fuck?
The fuck?
So like,
What?
Was this on
Was
I
it
didn't-
real?
yeah, it was real. It was like a. Yeah, it was really fucking
Was this
terrible.
on 4chan?
Were you in the
It
dark?
was on 4chan.
This is back in the day
Wait,
when 4chan
what's
was
4chan?
4chan's like a really horrible website.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great website.
I never even
Everyone
heard
on
of
there
this.
is
I never
awesome.
even heard of this shit.
And it's just a like an image posting board, and it's where horrible people kind of congregate.
Like
Yeah.
sick
I think they're
fucks,
great
or-
people though. Obviously, they're all good people to me.
Are they,
Everyone's
like,
a super
by
nice. I'm
horrible
not.
you mean they do sick
4chan.
shit?
4chan, yeah. No, there are not everyone on 4chan, but there are subsects as there are in any population of fucking weirdos and psychopaths.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could easily go. I don't know if it's still this, but like when I was in middle school, for instance, my friends would show me like, "Yo, look at this fucking video," and it'd be this guy, a horrible thing happened, and then it would, yeah,
I'm
it fuck-
fucking horror. Wait, can we just go back to the guy killed a baby with
with
his
the asshole.
asshole?
Yeah, I would love to get back
Can
to
I?
that.
Can I?
Yeah, you want to
need
ask
to
about
know more.
logistics?
Well,
Yeah, YouTube's
what do you mean by?
suppressing this video?
Who gives a fuck?
What do you mean? I don't give a fuck. I'll bring
The
that
thing-
shit right back
YouTube
up
can
on
suppress this as much as they want, but they can't take away the authenticity of it, and that's something. They
you. Or
do.
the memories.
No,
We
or the
always-
memories.
Oh, that's
I-
another. That's
iTunes
another
is
dead
really
people thing. You'll always have the memories. So let me hear about your memories of a guy killing a baby with his
Oh
asshole.
man, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we.
that you'll always have.
Yeah,
it'll
no, I
never
will
go
say
away.
it's in my head
That's
forever.
burned in.
Yeah, for sure.
So
You don't
please
see
do
that.
tell.
It was like like obviously it was just a short video. Or
Well, how long would it have to be?
yeah, right. I mean, the baby wasn't a
It's
fighter.
just a baby.
It wasn't a fighter. And,
They're fucking pussies, babies.
total
They
bitches.
always give up
Total
right away.
bitches. It was like
They
don't
always
even-
give up.
Totally. It's exactly what I would
Pussies.
say.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, no, it was just kind of like the guy had a
Was a
baby's
baby up his ass?
face
Wait.
up his ass, and it like
His
suffocated.
whole head, or
Yeah, I mean, it was. I don't know if it was.
was this guy like a? Is this a guy that could like fit? I guess if you could fit like a large.
It was
fist
a
up
pretty
your ass.
impressive asshole. If that's what we're asking about.
So, like a baby's head up your ass. Well, I'm just trying to think. I'm definitely one of those people that have never put things in my ass, like not even a dick. So I'm thinking, like, how fucking hard is it to? I guess if you work at it and stretch and do exercises.
The baby wasn't that big. It looked maybe malnourished. I'm assuming it was like a country that was maybe underdeveloped and they didn't have.
What is wrong with me that I fucking burst out laughing when you said it was malnourished? I should be put away.
It wasn't a healthy baby.
Fucking
but,
depressed me.
It wasn't a real loss.
It was a little head.
It
was a skinny baby.
Skinny, very skinny.
Oh my God, Brian.
Certainly took a turn that I was
took a
not
really bad
expecting.
turn. This is probably going to get edited, but I don't give a fuck. I still have to know.
I'm having a great time.
I gotta know.
Think long and hard about
Did
this.
you ever hear about the baby
Thinking
being
audio.
killed by a grown man's asshole? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you think about that, dude?
This is gonna be the Patreon only version.
Are you horrified? I'm
No,
not even horrified. I'm
it's-
so curious.
It's horrible. Granted, I was like probably 13 at the time when I saw this. So
Oh
like,
my fucking
but
God.
so now we're like, oh, where are all these people fucked up? They don't know what happened to this generation. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I know what happened. Fucking baby heads went up assholes. That's what happened.
You know, if this was in the 40s, I could have been
We'd be in
serving my
prison.
country or something.
Right.
We'd be in prison for
instead-
talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, yeah. No, they put way less than this. Way less than
Oh,
this.
yeah,
like
yeah.
half the shit we said at the front of this
If
episode.
we put a mirror underneath someone's skirt and looked at her fucking snatch, we'd
Yeah.
be in prison.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
we're talking about babies and assholes.
Yeah, babies and assholes. And this
Wow.
Is, yeah, I mean, granted, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's the worst part
Wow.
about it was I don't know if the guy was.
All right, my husband's walking away. He's fucking. He's like, fuck this.
I don't
It's
know.
fine. Go ahead.
I didn't-
Go.
The worst part was I don't know if the guy was like enjoying it or not. You know?
Well, did they show his face?
No.
Did he
Did
say
they? I
why
feel
he
like
did it?
You probably didn't want.
There was no
to
sound.
that.
Was
There
it
was-
his baby?
There was no sound. I couldn't tell. I like in my mind it was his baby.
Do you think it was fake or was it real?
I
I
don't
hope it
know.
was fake.
I'm fucking.
It was if it was
Even
fake,
if it were fake, it still is fucked up.
I
as
definitely
being-
saw a baby in a dude's asshole, and it was
Okay.
like fucking blue and fucking.
Oh
like,
my fucking
yeah,
God.
yeah. I mean, I could keep going,
Holy
but
shit.
yeah, it was hardcore. But like,
And then did you tell your friends and that they watched it?
well, after I
Just
finished
curious.
masturbating, I I was like, "Yo, Kyle, you gotta check this
After
out."
I motorboated my girlfriend's tits.
Yeah, it was nice, man. It was fucking crazy.
And told her to take that. See that little baby on the bed? Can you just stick that between your
no.
tits?
do that. Like, get me one of those. Get me one of those. What's
Get
like
the baby. The
what's-
real looking ones?
Give me a Raggedy Ann doll. That's more what I'm into. I like the material, the fabric.
Fucking Raggedy Ann.
Yeah.
Could you just put this Raggedy Ann doll between your tits right now?
Yeah, just come on, just for
That's a
just,
normal sentence.
Just for me, just for my 13-year-old me.
See, like that. So when I told you that, like, I just don't I don't have a fuck to give because I have cancer and I'm terminal. I'm just realizing that's all a lie. Because I would have said I would have had that same thought fucking 10 years ago.
Right.
When I thought I was going to be alive till I was like 80.
But would you have said it? That's
Yes.
yes,
Fuck
okay.
yeah, fuck yeah,
Fuck yeah, I would. Wow.
yeah. So
All right.
all right. So let's the baby, the asshole. That was a bit much. That definitely is something I know like stuck with me. It definitely
Yeah,
like,
but
for a while.
you never would have seen nothing like any of those fucked up things that would never have been a part and parcel
That's what
of
I'm
your
saying.
childhood.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been, and it
Had-
shouldn't have been.
It
But-
never should have been.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you tell your mom or dad?
No, I haven't told a lot of people about that because I don't
Oh
know.
my God, I
First time
feel
I'm hearing
honored.
It doesn't.
You didn't know about it,
I
Bri,
didn't know
about the
about this.
baby?
It never came up organically. Like,
Yeah, how do you
How
work
would
that
it?
in?
yeah,
How do you
conversation.
work that?
I know it doesn't work great for dates. I know that now.
Yeah.
That's a
But-
downer.
Yeah, a little bit for some people.
Lost it.
Some people.
Lost the second date on that one,
Yeah.
did you?
No, yeah, everything.
Third date.
Pretty much immediately
gone.
cut it out
Done.
at that point. Yeah.
Never.
They would be like-
she lost your phone number.
Yeah, I'd
Blocked
ask her
you.
like, "Oh, what are you going to school for?" And then she'd ask me, you know, like what my interests were, and for some reason I'd talk about the baby in the asshole. I don't.
And then
I
you're
thought
like,
that's what
why
we
can I
did.
never land abroad?
I thought I was quirky. I don't know.
Oh, you're more than quirky, my boy. You unfucked
Fuck.
up motherfucker.
This is
Man,
a,
I can't believe that person who left Wicked Get Everything doesn't want to be associated with us. It's weird.
it sounds like a cunt.
You
I don't
guys
know.
seem like super nice, but really, you're dark as fuck. And you, Brian, I feel like you're better at hiding it, but I feel like you're as fucked as he is.
Yeah, no,
I
Brian.
mean, is that at all legit? I mean, am I right, or
I
is he
certainly
just a
have to
fucking
have, like,
creature?
the
What, alcohol?
No,
The booze. Yeah, get
I have to
get
have
a
like
little
the
bit of.
forward-facing persona for all the video stuff in it.
Oh, I get it.
I would say I have a pretty dark sense of humor as well.
My hope is getting him out to shows and starting to do open mics again is to bring that back out of him. That's what I want.
Do it.
Yeah, it's my
Do
hope.
it.
It's my hope. Yeah, it's way more fun, Brian. It's way more fun.
Come to the dark side, Brian. Fucking don't reach for the light. Come to the dark side. Maybe Brian and I, we could rock it out at fucking
Dark Rose this Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there on
I
Wednesday.
fucking
it out,
can't wait.
dude.
I really can't wait for
I'm
that.
just FYI, I'm coming to observe.
You're going on and you're doing at least 10. That's what I understand.
Well, I can't
Wanna
even
close
fucking,
up?
I can't even open my trap without you doing 10. I mean,
Right.
look at me. I could go fucking all night. I'll probably tonight, I'll be like exhausted. I'll be like, fuck, I'm so tired. But I don't care. I don't care. If this is my last night on the face of the earth, I'm fucking happy with it.
I'm glad
Okay.
that you spent. If it is, I'm glad you spent it with us talking about dead babies.
Dead
You could
babies,
be like, remember,
mass shootings, the
We've
word
just
cunt.
had this conversation. We were just watching that comedian, the guy that does everything he does is about kids and babies, and it's horrible.
Anthony Jeselnik.
Oh, I never saw him before in my life, and we just watched that like 3 nights ago. We watched that, and for some reason, and I just had finished saying this to somebody who's like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but whenever there's a joke about like something horrible with kids or babies, I find that hilarious. Like, I would never abuse it. I love kids and babies, but for some reason, that just really, I find it funny. And it's gotta, in comedy though, that has to be right on. Like, there's it has to be delivered perfectly. You have to, and I noticed that he like would tested the crowd. Like, I feel like he had to. But, I mean, my God, the shit that was coming out of his mouth. And I was in stitches. Like, I thought it was fucking hilarious. His delivery was great. He didn't give a fuck about what he said, about anything.
Yeah.
And I think that that's part of, sadly, what happened with comedy is, like, people are really super cautious. But now you see it turning around. That didn't take long, by the way.
Yeah,
That
we got tired of
happened.
it. There's
That
only
happened
so
in less
much-
than a year.
Yeah.
Like, you see, what's his name? You know, tall black guy went to Africa.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, Dave. Like, I can't. My brain is. This is like fucking 11 months of chemo. You don't even know what the fuck's going on. I mean, I know everything I want to say, but it doesn't always come out. But Chappelle's latest stand up,
it's
where he
very
just
funny,
like came bang right out of the gate with
Fucking
like
brutal.
fucking here it is. He's like, I don't give a shit if I ever work again. But the thing is if it's funny, it's funny. It doesn't matter what it's about. Like, if it's sick and it's not funny, then it sucks. But you can't brutalize somebody for like comedy. It's like anything else. Like, do you brutalize Alice Cooper because he pretended to like bite off a chicken head or you know what I'm saying? It's all the same shit. It's a performance. So if you can't take it, then fucking stay out of the room. Like, you know what this guy is about, then don't fucking go.
Yeah.
Right.
It was like with parents. If you don't want your kids seeing something, shut it the fuck off. Don't blame the video game. Don't blame the rapper. Don't blame the fucking... Don't shoot the messenger, man. Shut it off.
Yeah, I do think there's a
Sick of it.
like a lack of self-responsibility.
Yes,
often.
you're
Like-
right. You're
like
right.
You said, you can just not watch it if you're not.
You're right. It's
you're
like,
not
I'm
into
not
it, just-
responsible for anything.
And it's also meeting the point of like with social media, it's like everybody needs to hear my opinion on this. So it's like
And
I
fucking
don't
nobody
like this,
wants
and
to.
everyone needs to know that I don't like it. It's
Exactly.
Like, this
Like,
weird,
shut your bitchin' mouth up. Like, nobody gives a fuck how offended you are. How about this on... How about, Facebook's got this whole, like the 40 to 50-year-old female crowd where they're, like, putting the angels to bed. I love being a mom.
right.
It's like, I much prefer the person that comes on, like, hate those motherfuckers. I wish they would fucking not wake up too early or ever.
Or ever.
Or ever.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something I want to read.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about your little angel snuggling up with the babies.
Right.
No, you're fucking not. You're fucking probably drunk. And you want them to go away forever. We all wanted that for our little angels. We had them. That was great. And then we liked him again at some point. But there was a full fucking 10 to 12 year stretch where if they walked away and you could get away with it and no, like pretend the world stopped and nobody knew that you ever had these kids and like everybody's memory was wiped out. So there's a moment, like this might be a good TV show actually.
Okay.
Here we go.
So something happens, and like in any show or movie, it makes no fucking sense. But anyway, there were circumstances under which everything stopped and nobody knew what had happened up until that point. So you could then, every person could make a choice like, all right, do I want to like keep these kids or pretend they never happened? And if no one knew your decision and no one knew you did it, I'd say a full half of people would probably give away their kids at certain ages where you fucking hate them.
Right.
And it's horrible. Like, kids are really brutal and horrible at times. Like, raising kids is brutal, horrible. But if any woman or man, I only can speak for myself, and I think women and men are different about this because of what their responsibility is, the amount of time they spend.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody would say, like, yeah, I would love for them to be wiped off the face of the earth for a month. Or a year, even.
Well, that's why there's summer camp. You know, you can send the
Yeah, but
kid
we're not
away
allowed to.
from-
You're not allowed to say that. So you go to this stupid bullshit story that you have about, oh, can't wait to snuggle with my Twinkies. It's like, yeah, what did you do? Just fucking sedate them? I mean, seriously.
Yeah. It's a lot
Get
of
that
that's
little-
There's a lot of
around these
lying.
days.
There's a lot of dishonesty. There's a lot of make pretend personas. And so it creates kind of a make pretend world. And people aren't ready for I'm afraid that a lot of young people won't be ready for reality.
No, not a fucking
then, like,
chance. They think reality
Who's
is in
ever
their
going to
phone.
fucking, like, how are they going to manage? How are they going to manage? I feel you guys could manage, but I'm worried about,
Try to, at least, yeah.
well,
I mean,
you can tell. Let me tell you right now, as like an older broad, I could tell right away. In like an 18 to 30-year-old, I could tell right away, like, uh-oh, huge fucking problem. Like, huge problem. They're going to have a problem dealing. Or, all right, they're cool. They'll be able to manage.
I think
They'll be able to figure it out. But I'm going to tell you, there's a yes or no pile. There's a yes,
yes
pile
or no
and a
pile.
no pile.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
it.
the biggest thing with that is both of us worked in like food service. And
Me
food,
too.
and, like,
Everybody should have to work in a fucking
teaches you
restaurant.
humility.
great.
Yeah.
It teaches you humility. It teaches
Tolerance.
you that people
Yeah. Oh,
aren't
yeah.
always
Yeah.
going to be nice to you,
Nope.
and you can't do anything about it. And
Which
that-
is
and
life.
It builds character. And
I am so on board with that. And also, every fucking high school kid should have a job.
yeah,
Totally.
A job in a restaurant
You have
as
too
like
much
a
time on your hands if
busboy
you're
or a
not working.
shit ass dishwasher or cook. We all did that as kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
My
you
brother
should.
Sean worked at the Ivy Cafe. He was like 14, doing dishes. My other brother worked. His first job was he worked at a Ralph's, like cleaning up after all the food stuff there. It had just opened back then in like the early 80s. We all had jobs in restaurants our whole lives. Then you have that skill, so you can actually make some money. You can do that while
Right.
you're in college. You could pick up like quick money. I mean, we all made great money doing that. We all did it. My husband's a teacher. He still tends bar.
Yeah,
So yeah, that teaches you like tolerance, humility. Like, yeah, in a perfect world, people shouldn't get to be cunts to you in a restaurant.
right,
But sadly, it's not a perfect world. So you got to learn how to deal with that.
right.
And it's just going to happen. But you got to have that skill set. You can't just walk away. You can't just go on your phone. You have to be there. You have to work your fucking ass off
Yeah, and
for shit and money. And that's the way it is. Like, everybody's not going to make fucking 70 grand out the door.
right. And I think
You know?
it also gives you skills, like because I worked like 8 years in pizza shops and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if everything goes wrong, I have that. There's a pizza
You can
place
get a fucking job.
anywhere. I can work a pizza.
You can
place,
feed
yeah.
your body
right.
and put a roof over your head.
Right.
Barely. But
Right.
you could get 4 roommates and live in a fucking small apartment and you could support yourself. Like, is that so bad? Because you know what? That being the worst possible case scenario, you look at 90% of the rest of the world and that's like a fucking superstar
Dream,
life. It's
yeah.
a dream
Right.
to feed yourself and put a roof over your head. But you're aware of that. I dare say that a lot of people are not even aware of that. Like,
Right.
their expectations are too high. Their level of disappointment is the speed at which they're disappointed is too quick,
Yeah.
and they give up too fast.
That's
And
the thing,
sometimes
too.
you just
There's
gotta
no
hang in.
perseverance with people. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, if I'm not good at something immediately, I'm gonna give up. But it shouldn't necessarily.
Nobody's
be
ever
like
good at
that.
anything immediately.
No,
I mean, I've never had a job where I was good at it immediately.
I couldn't.
And I'm
have
pretty
done
fucking fabulous.
Exactly.
You know?
I was
couldn't
pretty
have
great at
done
McDonald's right off
all
the
of
bat.
this.
I did McDonald's. I
Did
worked
you?
at McDonald's. Oh, yeah. That was like one of my
We worked
jobs.
there together.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I worked
That was
there
a
in high
great
school
time.
when I was 16 with my girlfriend Louise, and we used to just give away food to all our friends.
Yes. That's what you do.
And like eat fucking quarter pounders with cheese left and right.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking, I drank more of those shakes than like any human should. We
Snuck
were
a
two
lot
little
of nuggets
fatty
when I was
fatty
there.
kids, like fucking loving it.
It was the best years of my
You
life.
know, like da 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 da
Golden
da.
years.
I'm loving it. We actually that stinky polyester uniform that stunk no matter what you did with it.
Yeah, it always just
It just
reeks.
fucking reeked.
Yeah.
It's like, why even wash it?
Right. I
Try
think-
washing
I feel
with
like
other
I wash it,
clothes
like,
and then
every
everything
few
else
days.
smells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people look down on McDonald's, but it was actually, of those types of jobs, my favorite job.
Well,
that I
yeah,
had.
because at least it wasn't some dick fucking Greek guy and his wife like fucking torturing
Fuck, that
your
is
ass.
way too
that was
true.
my first job.
That is way too true.
We all had that
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
They could say whatever the fuck they wanted
Mm.
to you. They could pay you or not pay you. They could treat you like complete shit. At least at McDonald's, there were some rules.
I didn't realize everyone else
Yeah.
was like this. This is
Oh,
like,
no.
yeah, this
No,
is
this
echoing.
experience
so.
that you had is worldwide.
Cool.
It
They
is
would,
nearly universal.
I thought I was special, props.
Sometimes
No,
they'd,
we've
like,
all been
speak
fucked
in
over by a
in front
Greek
of
guy
you.
in a pizza place. Sorry.
They're
Yeah.
like speaking Greek
Oh,
in
yeah.
front of me, and I'm like, are they talking shit about me? Probably yes.
And their
But,
fucking
like,
daughter would be like banging her boyfriend at the fucking back door, and you'd be working like a fucking slave.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it'd go
Yeah.
down.
Man,
Wow, that's
Fuck
it's
you,
So
people.
real.
Yeah. No, I had a business for years and years, a flower business, and I had every kid I knew was hired. You know, every kid. I gave everybody a job that needed a job, and they were all suck jobs. But I was like,
Right.
what do you think you're going to do? Fucking be like florist to the stars right
Right,
now? Like,
right, yeah.
fuck you. You're going to strip roses and cut and haul shit around.
Oh.
That's
That
the
builds
way it is.
character.
You,
That's how it is.
you got to have a shit job. Like, you got to. I feel like you have to. But how many people do you know in college that have barely worked? Like, maybe not at
yeah.
all.
I know people still that like don't have a
insane to
job
me.
and haven't
insane.
worked.
Never had
It's
one.
fucking very sad. It's such a like
What
a
do their parents just hand them money like for gas for their car? It just I'm
Probably.
stupefied by that.
yeah. No, I mean I don't know. I don't want to like
No, I know.
you know, but like
Talk
it's
shit, yeah.
total. It's totally
you.
like there are some people I know that are like, man, you're fucked as soon as this is over. As soon as this college
Yeah.
thing ends, you guys have no idea. But like you know, I think that. But then somehow fucking life works out for people like that sometimes.
Sometimes it does.
It's just like, oh yeah, I got graduated and then I won the lottery.
Yeah.
I feel
I was
like, listen to me. This is what I'm going to tell you. I feel like that may be the case now, but I'm quite certain that somewhere in their 40s, it's all going to fucking
Works. Bounces
maybe
back.
not work out. Listen, I'm not saying like it has to be tough and it has to be hard. I'm saying that if you've gone through some of that, then I feel like you're better equipped to take care of yourself.
right.
At some point, we all have to take care of ourselves. Someday your fucking rich parents are going to die, or your dad's going to find a nice young broad and spend all his money on her and fuck you. So that could
Go
happen.
dad.
You know what I'm saying?
Go, Dad.
Go dad. Yeah, but you got to have something. I'm sorry. You got to have something. That's my preachy fucking bit for the week.
No, that was awesome.
That was great. I think we're coming up on.
We gotta
usually
wrap.
Where we end these episodes. Is there anything
Don't
else
let
you'd
it
like
in.
This
Don't
was
let it
awesome.
in.
This was fucking awesome.
Yeah, this is.
The only thing I
Great.
want, like, what else do I need to say? Nothing really. I got nothing. I mean, I could fucking go on for another 3 hours, but it'll be the same shit.
Right.
I'd rag on some people. I compliment you two guys. I'm impressed with you guys because you fucking do
Thank you,
shit.
Robin.
We do try to keep busy.
You
Yeah,
get the shit going. You're not like laying around doing nothing. You're creative. You're doing something. You are gonna do stand up again.
This
Have
Wednesday,
to.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna probably bomb hard, but it'll be.
And
a
Liam's
feeling.
good at it. He could actually do it.
Oh, thank
But
you.
don't quit like a pussy.
I'm not. No, I'm.
Hey, are
I
you done
love
with
it.
school or you have one more year?
I got one more year, so I got like
Wait, what is your major? I don't
marketing.
even- Oh yeah, you told me that.
yeah,
Marketing.
no, it's cool. I
that's bullshit.
This
He'll never
podcast
use
has
that
been like
degree.
hours, right? No, that's what I'm saying. It was just
He'll
like,
never use that degree.
It's like not once, not once.
I was an
not even
English
a little.
major, just
Oh,
saying.
me too.
But I love that.
I did. I mean,
It was what I liked.
the only thing I was ever
It's not
passionate
used. It's
about.
not.
So.
Well, it is useful. I mean, you can at least speak a set. You could probably write. You could probably write a little
Yeah,
bit.
That'll help. That'll help with
Decent at it.
comedy.
I'm a
It'll
decent
help with
writer.
comedy.
Yeah, and it helps. And You probably can put a sentence together.
Try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You probably read a few books that weren't about vampires.
What's a semicolon for?
Liam, that's about. We're gonna wrap.
Liam, we don't have fucking time for that, dude. What do you want? And then we can talk about hyphens after that if you want.
Oh, sexy. I love it.
Fucking hyphens and semicolons.
Hyphens.
Thanks for having me, you guys. Anytime.
Thank you
Robin,
so
thank
much.
you
for-
Anytime we can definitely.
Anytime. Roll right on
Next
up
time
here
we'll
to
go.
my fucking place.
Go plan longer if we want to. We can
Oh,
do
yeah.
That, so.
Yeah, we'll plan for a longer
Yeah,
one because
I'm into
I feel
that.
like
Maybe
we
I'll
could
like
talk
pull
all
some
day.
shit between now and then. Like maybe I'll like get like in some kind of tangle with my fucking people in the hood here
Right.
downtown.
Then bring us all out, and then it's like,
I need some new stories.
I'm all in.
No, you know what? Next time I'll talk to you about all the interaction I have with all like the street people and stuff in my new neighborhood,
Okay, yeah.
whom I fucking love much better than my West Side cunty fucking housewives. And guess what? There's a direct connection between poverty and how much time you spend outside as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So we would poor, and we spent all our time outside because there was nothing fucking good inside. There wasn't even like good chow in the fridge. There was like, fuck that, we're out of here. We're gonna put all our money together and get some fucking Twinkies and live it up. These kids too in this neighborhood, they're on their bikes, they're out all the time. There's a playground over here. It's fucking packed with kids every day. You hear kids every day. You see them. You see every age of person walking up the street because everybody doesn't have a fucking car.
Right.
My girl next door, twice a day, goes down the packy, gets her fucking vodka, and sits on the stoop. What more could you ask for? An alky on
real.
a stoop all day next door? It's like open-ended fucking Yahoo. I love it. So I'll get next time we could talk about them.
I'm all in. I'm all
right.
on board.
Sounds wonderful.
All right,
Thanks,
but
guys.
for this Wednesday though,
Yeah.
hopefully both you guys.
I'm
the
coming.
Dark Rose Saloon.
No,
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm all
right,
about that.
Awesome.
Dark
I can't wait.
Rose.
Yeah, Dark Rose. It's right across the street from that like in-house coffee place.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, past the park on the left, or
It's literally.
Yeah, it's
At the
It's
park.
like right next to the park. Yeah.
okay,
yeah.
I know where it is.
Awesome,
It used to
yeah.
be something else.
Yeah, it used to be Medusa Saloon. Even before that, it used to be something else. Do you know where the white
I
rhino,
know.
the white rhino?
Yeah, I know where it is.
Flying
Flying rhino.
Flying
White
rhino.
rhino.
That's the one that's they're hunting or some shit.
Were you thinking of White Rabbit? Are you tripping right now?
I'm
or-
tripping balls. I've been tripping balls this whole
right
time.
now.
Like I'm
I only ate
fucked
like
up.
4 fucking mushrooms.
I ate
So
the
I'm
rest
mellow.
Of the bag. I ate like
Oh, man.
I ate like 4 or 6. I ate like 7 grams.
That's the other thing I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about tripping again.
Robin, you
Oh
should.
yeah.
I haven't done it since I was like in my
Be the
20s.
next podcast.
You ever do
I'll
DMT,
just
Robin?
trip
I don't even know what that is,
Oh,
Liam.
oh my god!
What is
Podcast
that?
of the year.
What is DMT?
It's
Dimethyltryptamine.
dimethyltryptamine. Yeah. It's,
What is it?
It's the chemical that so it's the chemical in your brain that produces dream states.
Oh fuck! My whole fucking life is like I feel like it's
So yeah, so it exists in all living things.
Ooh, yeah.
Exists in all living things.
Yeah.
And
Someone synthesized it.
You
or-
synthesize it into like a crystal, and you smoke that. I'm just.
Oh, I
saying,
fucking love
I'm
smoking
not speaking
shit.
from a friend, from experience. I'm just speaking.
Oh
how it
right,
works.
you've heard.
I've heard it.
Through
like,
the grapevine.
Some really cool kids.
The cool kids
yeah,
do it. All the cool kids are doing it. Yeah.
What you take it and then it lasts like 5 to 10 minutes, but it could feel like a lifetime.
I'm
It's
in.
really intense. It's really really.
Which is
intense.
way better than tripping because the downside of tripping, even mushrooms, which is mellow trip, is like it. Sometimes you want it to stop and it goes on too
Keeps
long.
going. Yeah. No, this
It's like, all right, I've had enough.
this
That the
will
last
go-
18 hours was enough for me.
This will go
Yeah.
5, 10, 15 minutes, and,
Ooh.
and afterwards you're fine.
I fucking love
Yeah,
this.
so you're on a. It's. I mean, it's hard.
Wait,
to,
so do people just do it like once in a night, or do they do it kind of all night long? If I
it's-
were
This is,
to-
like,
if I
once in a
were-
lifetime.
you might do
It's
it.
supposed to
You
be
might do
like
it. It'll fuck you up. It's
okay,
really.
but only for 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, it's way more hardcore than like any of that other shit. It's like crack psychedelics. Like it's.
But once you do, when the 10 minutes is up, do you have permanent damage, or are you okay?
No, you're fine. It's
Oh,
it
then
like
I'm in.
it. Yeah,
10 minutes. I
it's-
could take 10 minutes of anything.
and you can do it a lot. The thing is, just don't do it. Like, don't. If you were to do it all the time, you're just
I would
gonna.
just want to do it once or twice.
Yeah, no, that would be worth. You totally could do that.
I would
yeah.
do it once, and then in that once, I'd think of like 10 people that I think I should do it with, and then I'd do it another time with them.
That's the way to do it. That's the
and
way
then
to
I'd
do
be
it.
all set.
Yeah,
man.
it's
Yeah, 2 and done. I was gonna say 1 and done, but I'm gonna say. All right, I'm gonna say 2 and done, maybe 3.
Yeah.
If I can't get all 10 people at the same time.
and it's kind of different than acid or shrooms in terms of like tripping. It like from what I can explain,
Hypothetically.
not hypothetically, from my hypothetically, of course. But it's sort of like, you'll close your eyes,
Yeah.
and you'll just see like series of shapes of patterns and shit like that, crazy shit
I
that you
love
could
that
not even
shit.
imagine.
Yeah.
It's like actual visuals. It's not like
Do you
just
talk to other
wavy
people
shit.
while this happening, or are you mostly silent
You're
for
pretty
this
much
10 minutes?
catatonic. You're pretty much you're out.
But then after it's over, do you remember it?
Yeah, you can. The thing you want, again, what I hear is you're supposed to try and like write down stuff afterwards from everything that you saw, because it's going to be fleeting. But if you write it down, you retain it, you can remember it way better. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm pretty convinced that with like an experience like that you probably should keep it to a minimum, because it seems pretty certain to me that would definitely kill some brain cells at the very least. No?
Well, so like, I don't know if it
Now he's
does
gonna tell
that,
us it
but it'll
doesn't.
make you totally feel like nothing matters.
It was like Joe Rogan over
And
here
yeah,
talking
apparently
about
I'm selling
DMT
DMT
so
right
much.
now.
Yeah, he's like the spokesman. He's
Yeah,
like the
he is.
commercial.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's existing in all living things. It's what your brain produces when.
Well,
when
so
you
is like
die,
fucking
I guess.
heroin.
So is
Right,
heroin.
true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
natural.
Heroin naturally occurring. It comes from a plant. It's good for you. And
Yeah, that was my plan. I was like, when I'm like 80, I'm gonna do every drug I was afraid to try.
Right. Like in Little Miss Sunshine, the grandfather.
Yeah, I
doing
just like
heroin.
do like I've never done.
I gotta see that movie again, man.
Oh, you've never seen Little
I
Miss
had no,
Oh,
I
it
have.
is such a
I
great
have,
movie.
but I was
Do you
super,
love that
super
movie?
freaking young.
That's one of my
Yeah.
fucking favorites.
I was super young when I saw it, so
I
I,
love
feel like
that
a
little
lot
girl.
of shit over my head.
Oh, you
Like,
gotta
I didn't remember
watch
the
that
uncle
again.
being or the grandfather on heroin. I don't remember
Oh
that at all.
yeah,
all.
he was
Yeah.
fucking.
Spoilers, but
I knew he
Yeah.
died. I guess that makes a lot of
EODs on
sense
heroin.
now.
Yeah, he was happy. I mean, I
Yeah.
was happy for him actually.
Happy for him.
it's a
I was
good
happy
movie.
for it. It was a good way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not? Didn't he have cancer or something?
I think so. Well,
Because
have to
I was
watch
like,
it,
you
yeah.
know, so yeah, we could talk about the neighborhood. You know what the other thing we could talk about is what you do if you know you're gonna die. All the shit you gotta plan in advance, like you gotta get people willing to kill you. Like I had to get people on board that are willing to kill me because I don't want to be that like that death rattle.
Right.
You ever see anybody die before? You guys are young, probably not. But like old people when they're dying, they get this like, they go through these states and then they're fucking pretty much dead. But we leave them laying around for a few more days because
Right.
we're such fucking vicious people, humans. And then they get this like death rattle, and then
Jesus,
they don't
yeah.
they don't eat or drink anything, so
Right.
they're fucking starving to death and dying of thirst. But we leave them there like that just for a few days. All right, so I don't want those few days.
Right.
So now I get all these like things set up with my brothers. Like they're like, all right, so how do we know? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, what if I can't talk at this point? My niece, this is her suggestion. She goes, how about you have two cards? One is Nosferatu, and one is SpongeBob.
Okay.
So if you hold up the Nosferatu card, we'll kill you. And then if you hold up the
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob card, we'll know you're not ready for killing. I'm like, what if I
Gotcha.
can't hold up cards?
Right.
Then it goes to like, then blink. What if I can't control my eyes? I'm like, you fucking assholes aren't going to know when I'm death rattling. Like,
Right.
I need to get somebody else to kill
Yeah.
me. But that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, we have laughs over that.
It's good.
Maybe
It's
that's
good.
fucked
Lighthearted.
up.
It's lighthearted.
I think it's an interesting.
It's been an interesting
Topic.
path. My family's like on board for my. I think it's side-splittingly funny, certain parts of it. And I meant to show you, and I don't know where I put it, but I just found out that the last round of chemo that I had didn't work. So I was on this chemo for one kind of chemo for like 10 months. It was only supposed to work for 6 months. Therefore, I lived longer than I thought.
Right.
So I worked for 10 months, and they put me on this new chemo. And then I just found out that chemo hadn't been working the whole 2 months. But it takes 60 days to figure it out.
Right.
So if it's not working, then your cancer starts to accelerate. So I was like, well, fuck. The doctor calls you up like, that didn't work. So I was like, well, what are we going to do now? So now I get a new chemo that I start next week. This is what he gives me, a piece of paper. My fucking oncologist, he's like on the spectrum. He doesn't have autism, but he has
Right,
that other
but
thing,
Asperger's.
Asperger's for sure.
Horrible name.
Yeah, Asperger's. He
To give
definitely
people
has
that-
that. I know, but we're not allowed to make fun of anything
I'm not making fun,
with
you
autism.
know?
Like that's on the. You're not allowed to do that.
No.
Right.
I'm so tempted to wanting to do that right now, but I'm not going to do
Take
it.
that
Right,
energy
right.
So
and
this is
divert
what he
it to
gives
the
me.
Jews.
He writes down on a piece of paper. This is what I get: a piece of paper, and it says number 1, and it lists like 3 chemo drugs that I can take and get infused. Number 2, just one of those by itself So the number one is the harsh, the most, hardcore treatment. Then this is the more middle of the road, might work, might not, softer chemo. And number 3 says hug you.
Hug you? What was that?
I was like, what's hug you? And he says, that's when I come over and I hug you and you don't want any more chemo. Which I loved that.
Yeah.
I fucking loved that. I thought that was really, I thought it was sweet. I was like, hug me. I was like, is that what you would do if I said I don't want you? He goes, yeah, I'd come over and hug you.
Right.
And then we would figure out what we're going to do next, in your treatment. I was like, well, I'm going with door number 1.
Right.
As much as I want you to hug me, I'm going to go for it and see what happens with that. So next week I start that. Right. But I found hilarity in that meeting. That was yesterday. I was pissing myself laughing. I'm like, hug you, that's so adorable. And he's like, no, this is the part where you're supposed to say, like, fuck me. It's like, I said fuck me back forever ago. I'm all done with that. So isn't that sweet? Hug
That
you.
is, yeah.
That's a nice oncologist.
Yeah, I think
I'll
so.
give you his name in case you ever get cancer.
All right, yeah.
Because I'm dead. All right, I'm done.
Oh,
we'll just wrap this then.
Wrapping it up.
Yep, wrapping it up.
One more time. All right.
I can't wait to see your edited version.
It's like 5 minutes long.
There's about 3 minutes of material. We
yeah,
use.
yeah.
I don't think I'll
YouTube
edit-
loves it though.
I don't
So
think I'll edit too much out
No.
of it.
You edit whatever you do whatever you want, honey. It's
Well,
your
I think
thing.
I think it's a unique.
Don't put yourself in a bad position with YouTube.
I personally think this podcast is fucking awesome. YouTube
Yeah,
can
and
suck
I
a
think,
dick.
it's a unique position.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
it's a unique position. Maybe YouTube will cut you some slack because you got a half dead broad.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
It's
I could
always
Just
good.
market it that
just
way.
pull the card of like, wow, inconsiderate.
Yes,
These are her
yes.
last wishes.
This is
That-
her last. This is her last podcast. All she ever wanted.
Yeah.
This was my make-a-wish.
I heard YouTube's a bunch of homophobic anti-Semites. So
Well, if they don't let us just put whatever we want on this, that's what I also heard.
Well, I had no idea that was the case. I thought you could.
But pretty much.
I
You
thought
can.
so.
You can. It's just whether
Brian
It's
wants
frowned upon.
So like
It's whether they see it. Now, does somebody look at everything that's on?
So just like be like a program listening to the video / like seeing what you put on tags or titles or what you list.
But do they catch everything? Like they
No,
look at it?
no,
No.
no, no.
So maybe we'll slip through the cracks.
I'm
those
hoping
people,
so.
I always wonder, because like those people are watching like babies being shoved up assholes like all the time. And
Yeah,
they're like, gotta
that's
cross
a
that out.
sucky- that
That
job.
job
Bring that
sucks, man.
That is like not good for
I
you.
read once for like people that are on like the monitors on like Facebook
like
have to
Facebook.
go through like a ton of therapy
Oh yeah.
for like
Oh
the
my
shit they see.
God.
For like
all
the
the
shit they
stuff
see.
that gets on Facebook.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Like we're worrying about you seeing one baby killed with an asshole. Imagine seeing that. Day in
That
and
that just
day out.
opened a whole new
It's just someone's
avenue, a bunch of
job.
doors for me up here.
There you
But
go.
like,
Oh man.
There you go.
Well,
All right, I'm gonna
this
go.
has
I need
been-
a smoke.
this
I
has
need to
been
smoke a
absolute-
fag. But that's not fag like a homosexual.
Right. No, no,
That's
no.
like a fag, a
Like a-
cig.
of course,
Well,
of
this has
course.
been an absolute pleasure.
Well, thank
so
you.
much for coming on.
My pleasure. I loved it.
Um,
Thank you for coming over here and setting it all up, so I didn't have to travel.
no problem.
Loved
It's
it.
Our pleasure.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, if you like this, please subscribe. Rate on iTunes. You guys know the drill.
Yep.
Liam, do you have anything? you wanna say before
No,
we
I'm just fucking super jazzed about this Wednesday's open mic at the Dark Rose Saloon.
I'm psyched
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You guys
I know.
hungry?
I know this is really
Right.
important to Liam to get done. He really wanted to.
No, yeah,
Oh,
I
thank
wanted to,
you.
I wanted to interview. Well, first I want to interview as many fucking people as I can because one, I
Yeah.
think this is the fuck. We got some funny fucking people in Worcester.
I
really
feel like I was blown away. The first time I went, I was blown away.
it's not that
You were there.
everywhere
Jesse
else.
did a hilarious
Jesse,
bit
man.
about. It was the first time I had seen him, but he was like skinny and like in like a black hoodie and like his little skinny legs, and he was talking about being like a cat burglar. Just the words "cat burglar" for me
Coming
were
out of
just
him,
fabulous,
funny.
coming out of his
Yeah,
mouth. Like
yeah.
his delivery is so great. Like it's stilted and it's good. And then who else was on that was funny? That everybody that was there it was the first time I had seen.
Who's the guy, the older guy that works as a ski instructor?
Wes Martins.
Wes was
Martins.
there, and he did a great set.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
I want
really
him to come around
fun.
more.
Huh?
I don't see Wes that much anymore. I don't know what he's up
No,
to.
I
He
don't
lives
know.
in Rutland, like right down the street
he lives
from us.
close
Yeah,
by. I don't know
yeah.
where he's. I haven't seen him for a while. He was around like a month and a half ago. I saw him one night, and I really miss our handsome lad with 3 names.
Paul
Henry.
Fuck, I miss Paul too, man.
Paul was good.
We lost
loved
all
him.
the young kids. Like other than
he graduated from college and went home.
I didn't know that he did. I thought he lived local, but no, he lives in Cleveland, right?
I heard he lived in Cleveland because we were like baking up this idea of like pretending I died, and that there was
Christ.
and that we sent him a plane ticket to come out here and do like a final
Memorial.
like post-death memorial roast at Nick's.
Oh my
and I sit right near him in the crowd with like a disguise.
Yeah.
And then I like reveal myself as being there just to see what Paul Henry does.
Probably he'd probably just walk out. Like,
I don't know.
Yo, fuck this city, fuck all these weirdos. Like,
but how
That's
sad!
hilarious.
Like that was
Yeah.
a thought that I had. Like that's a disturbed thought. It's like how much would it cost to fly him out from Cleveland? Like for that moment,
Right.
it'd
Yeah.
be worth it. What, $400
Absolutely.
or something?
Well, I'll have to edit this part out. So it doesn't
Oh yeah,
matter.
just in case.
Yeah.
just in case, right?
Just in case.
But thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, have a great rest of your day.
Go fuck yourself.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
go
that's
fuck
not
yourself.
necessary. Oh, man.